Howdy folks, I'm a sincere pine siskin, skillfully singing sweet songs.
I'm Amber.
And here are more sweet songs for us to sing. And we sing them a lot like this. Sweet, sweet, sweet.
Almost like tweet, tweet, tweet.
Yeah, exactly. Except for we're sincere pine siskins, so that's how we sing. Oh, and folks, before we get started, just to remind you, there is a live stream today. See the end of the video for more details, but 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern. But check your time zone. Let's get started. Alright folks, and our first letter is titled, Will I Be a Jerk for Telling My Sister That Her Boyfriend Cheated on Her with Me? Throwaway account just in case. I'm a 19-year-old male, and I have a sister, Lila, a 24-year-old female. I don't talk to my family much, mostly because we aren't on good terms, and I live in another state. Basically, I was at a gay club with some of my friends when a guy approached me. He was a bit older than me, probably in his late 20s, maybe early 30s. We started chatting, and we ended up in a hotel room at the end of the night. Then, we never saw each other again. This was 3 months ago. Now, I was invited to a family dinner for my grandma's birthday, and I arrived early enough to be able to catch up with a few cousins before the dinner. And guess who comes in a few minutes later? Lila and the guy that I hooked up with. He stared at me, and believe me when I tell you that this was awkward. My sister introduced him to me as her boyfriend of 8 months, which means that the jerk cheated on her with me. I tried to stay away from them throughout the dinner, but eventually he pulled me aside when my sister went to the kitchen. He begged me not to tell Lila about what happened, and when I asked him why I shouldn't, he said, "You would be a jerk for breaking her heart." And I told him that that was his problem, and that he shouldn't have cheated. He tried to explain that because he was in another state and away from Lila, that he didn't have his needs met, or some other BS. I told him that I would still tell her, and he tried to threaten me. But I just left dinner early, and now he's texting me and saying that I'm a jerk for sleeping with a taken man, and if I told my sister that I would be just as much of a jerk as him. I'm honestly really conflicted. I want to tell my sister, but I don't want her to think that I purposely slept with her boyfriend. So will I be a jerk? Edit, for clarification, I'm a guy, for the people who missed it. And I don't know where he got my number from, but he might just have maybe gotten it from his girlfriend, my sister, who has my number because I'm her brother. And oh yes, I'm 100% gay, if you couldn't tell by the fact that I was at a gay club and I hooked up with a guy. I hope this helps for everyone who needs the additional clarification. Alright folks, what do you think?
I think OP needs to tell his sister, like, no, he would not be in the wrong. In fact, this is a must. And it's better that he does it sooner than later, because this is not going to go away. I mean, first of all, his sister has a right to know.
Yeah.
For health and safety reasons, and to know that her partner is absolutely scum.
Yeah.
But even if OP is interested in his own self-preservation, his sister's going to find out somehow, one way or another. It's better to do it on his terms and explain things as he wants it than have her boyfriend try and frame it as, oh, your brother seduced me. I was just helpless to his wiles or something.
Something. Who knows really what kind of excuse he would use, but I do agree with you. I think that OP needs to clear the air. I think he needs to tell his sister. He probably should have told his sister at the lunch, right?
Right, although it might have been difficult because it is the grandmother's birthday celebration.
Yeah.
So, like, family gathering, I can understand wanting to wait until after that's over, but now that it's done, it's time to text his sister and be like, sis, I got something to tell you. We're gonna need to have a little chat about this.
Yeah, so I feel bad for OP. They've been put in a bad position. This guy is clearly trying to manipulate OP and emotionally manipulate them when the whole, oh, if you tell your sister you'll break her heart didn't work. He then resorted to threatening OP. And then that tells you also a lot about his character and what kind of person he is. Do you really want your sister marrying somebody who is going to resort to these kinds of tactics to manipulate somebody?
Yeah, and so I would say bring the text and any other evidence you have to point toward it. Now, the unfortunate thing is there's no guarantee that the sister will listen to OP or not direct her anger at him. Because unfortunately, sometimes when people find out their partner is cheating, they want to put all the negative on the person they cheated with, even though OP in this case had no idea that he was taken.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't think that OP is in the wrong here. I think that this guy is not a good person. And I think that he is just trying to be a big bully and intimidate OP. But let me know what you folks think. So anyhow, take care and good luck. And Notorious Dagon says, sounds like an episode of Shameless when Ian was sleeping with Fiona's boyfriend's father. Lol. And OP replied, I never watched Shameless, so I'm confused AF right now. And DNC, our mom, says, not the jerk, you need to tell her. He thinks it's okay to sleep around when he travels for work. Would you rather that she finds out after she is married and has kids? You both need to go and make appointments to get tested for STIs. If he slept with you, how many other people has he slept with? And Miserable Emu 5191 says, not only that, but does he know that her boyfriend also sleeps with men? This is information that she needs to know and will save her a lot of heartache down the road. I mean, I don't know exactly how useful that is or not.
No, I don't think it is. Like, it doesn't matter the gender of the affair partner. It just matters that he's a cheater.
Yeah. All right, folks, it is tea time. Grab your beverages of choice. I've got some tea right here, and Amber, she has a joke.
We're moving into the monster jokes now, but this one kind of bridges the gap between the two, and I think this is one Jovial Bobstein might appreciate. What's a monster's fast food order?
Well, I imagine a fast food order for a monster would be a garbage truck.
A burger and flies.
Oh, a burger and flies? That makes sense.
But there's a cute picture to go with it. I wanted a burger with kind of a shocked face, but I didn't want to, tip Brian off that I was making the book, so I just settled with his happy burger.
And I have licorice spice. All right, folks, that's all the time we have for right now. But if you stick around until later, then we're going to have a live stream. Amber, we need some kind of moral advice and or guidance, and please have it involve cheating.
If you find out that you've accidentally slept with someone's partner, it's best to come forward.
Yeah, I think that is good, sound advice. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you all later today.
Bye.